Welcome in Pesky Pole YouTube channel, and we have some PC replay basketball today. And I'm going to go ahead and set up a tournament. And since it's a pretty cool feature too, and I'm playing a season out as well, I picked up the new 22-23 basketball season. Just came out, I think last week. It's on sale right now. And I'm going to play a little tournament in here. And the tournament that you can play is a double elimination tournament. So what you do is you go over here to new tourney. Okay, we're going to create the seasons, 3-point season, obviously. And I'm going to go and name this the 2023 NBA tournament. Last year, seeded teams. And so you can make it with 8, 16, 20, 24, 30, 32. There are 30 teams in the league. All 30 will play. Okay. I come over here and I do it finish with a team because we're going to go with the finalized teams and do it that way. So how I do my seedings, I go ahead and pull up the last year's standings. First, I got to make sure I have the right season selected here. So I'm going to go ahead and the Denver Nuggets won the world championship, so they'll be the 1 seed in there. And I'm going to alternate now. The best record in the East last year was the Bucks. They'll be the 2 seed. Next best record in the West, we're going to alternate, will be Memphis Grizzlies. I forgot Memphis had a really good year last year. And then we go to the Celtics next, is the 4 seed. The 5 seed is the Kings. The Kings are a fun team, by the way, too. And we're gonna play some of these games out on the channel as well. But I want to kind of set things up here too. Next up is the Sixers. Next up is the Suns. Really good team, the Suns. And then we go to the Cavaliers. Forgot Cleveland was that high. And then we go the Clippers. And then we go to Knicks. The Knicks had a pretty good team this year too. I like their team with Jalen Brunson. They'll be fun to play. Where are the Knicks? Where are they? There they are. Bam, Knicks are there. All right. And then Golden State. You can't count on Golden State. It's 11 seed, a pesky 11 seed. Look out for them in the tournament. And then we're going Brooklyn. No sleep until Brooklyn. And then the Lake Show, LeBron and company. They could be dangerous. They could be dangerous. And then we're going to Miami Heat. The Heat always dangerous in postseason games. He Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are kind of a fun team too. This year they're kind of that talk if they're real or not. But they're a fun little team too. We'll play a little T-Wolf action. All right, so Timberwolves are there. We go back up. Next up is the Hawks. Will come in as the 16 seed. The Pelicans will come in next. Kind of a fun team too. No Zion last year though. If he can get back to playing, that's a pretty fun team there too. We go up north to the Raptors, the 18 seed. And then we're going the Thunder. The Thunder have some good young players in this year's team. Their main guy was hurt last year though. What's his name? I can't think of his name though. Drawing a blank. The white kid, tall. I can't think of his name. But he's not on this team. He got hurt beginning of last year. So we have to wait for next year's roster to come out to play with him. It's going to drive me nuts all day, but I'll think of it at some point. All right, Thunder. Let's see. Up to the Bulls. And then we're going Mavericks as the 21 seed. The Pacers. Pacers got some good young players too. 22 seed are the Pacers. The Utah Jazz are in there. The Wizards, 24 seed. The Trailblazers, not a bad team, but Dame was hurt a lot last year. Lillard. He's now, of course, on. He's been traded to the Bucks. So 26 seed. Let's see here. The Magic, Orlando, and then we've got Houston, and we got the lowly Hornets, and then we've got the Spurs, and last but not least, the Detroit Pistons. So there we go, NBA tournament. Everything's saved in there, all 30 teams. We've got only finished with team, seeded teams, boom. We're going to save it. And there it is. So we go check it out now. And this is the winner's bracket, double elimination. Okay. And I think they have a bracket there too. Here's the bracket. So there's the bracket. You see Denver and Milwaukee get buys. I think that's the only team get buys. Let's see. Yep. Top two teams get buys. There's a loser bracket down there. So it's kind of a fun way to play. It's kind of like March Madness, only with a double elimination. So it does kind of make it tougher for upsets because you got to lose twice. If you lose early on, and so forth. So let's kind of check a look at the games and the games that I'm going to play. New Orleans and Atlanta. I'll probably sim that game. Um, Portland and Cleveland. I may play that one. It's got some interesting games there. Clippers and the Wizards. I'll probably sim that game. Spurs and Boston. I'm going to play that game. I'm going to play that game for sure. Will that be a channel game? That could be a channel game. It could be a channel game. Bulls and Lakers. I'll play that one with LeBron. Always got to play LeBron. Charlotte and Sacramento. I'll probably play that game just because I'm I'm not far from Charlotte and I've been to Hornet games. I'm familiar with their team and they stink, but they're kind of our hometown team. And the Kings are kind of fun to play. Dallas and Brooklyn. I'll probably play that one because of Luca. Toronto, Minnesota. I might play that one there too because that's kind of an interesting game. Phoenix, I'll probably play the Suns. Utah, New York, I'm definitely playing that. I kind of like the Knicks. I like their team. Detroit, Memphis, Houston, Philly, Indiana, Golden State, I'll probably play that one too. So that's kind of how it's set up right there. So I'll come back on the channel. We'll play some of these games out. Fun game. Um, my my biggest thing is my wish is if PC Replay Basketball had a college basketball component to it. And I know it's tough to do because there's so many teams. But even if they wanted to do like conferences, if they didn't want to do a whole season, if they could make the game and just release seasons, say for example, go 1984, okay, or 85, okay, or 87, any of the 80s, and have it where you can buy the Big East Conference, maybe the ACC Conference, and then the tournament teams from that year. Okay, that's like how many teams is that? So Big East had 10, AC's 10. That's 20 teams. You got 64 more teams, but some of them are duplicates, obviously. So at the most, it's 84 teams. Okay, um, if you did that, you want to throw in the Big Ten as well. That's so 30 teams. That's 100 teams, give or take a few, and do it that way. Um, Obviously, NBA season, 30 teams. Um, I would pay. Listen, I'm ashamed to admit what I'd pay for that game, but And that's the thing too with the whole strat stuff and baseball max. If games are going to that model now and it's successful, what's to say that PC replay um, games don't go to that model? And maybe they have the component if they're making money on a monthly subscription, they can go ahead and create a college basketball game for online. I mean, if and with these graphics and the setup right here, how they do this, I'd be all over that in a heartbeat. So that's the good thing. So that's it for now. I'm signing off. Please subscribe to the channel. I just found out that I'm close to, if you're watching this right now, I think I have 482 subscribers, and apparently at 500 now you can actually monetize the site. I'm not looking to get rich, but that's kind of cool to make a few bucks here and there. I think that's how it works. So anyway, subscribe, like, and I'll be back. I've been real busy lately, but we're gonna get back to playing more games on the site, on the channel, I should say, and getting back to having more kind of recaps of my replays I got going on, and different cool things with football and the rivalry games and all the stuff I have planned too. So we're gonna have some fun on the channel coming up. I always take, I go through these phases where I make a lot of content, and I take about 4 months off, and I come back, make more content. And sometimes life gets busy. So, but we're here, we're back. I'm gonna put out a lot more stuff here coming up here soon. So, definitely comment, reach out, and to those who are watching, who have great channels as well, I'll be watching your stuff like always. I'm always watching so much great stuff on YouTube from our community. So I'll be watching and checking out your stuff as always. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.